basketball. Right now, I welcome you to what I believe is one of the highlights of the Suns' entire history that we're going to be a part of here today. And I'm happy that you could join us. Right now, I'd like to ask James Jones to join us on stage, our President of Basketball Operations and, of course, General Manager. James, if we get you, and we'll hear from James in a few minutes. Good to see you. Now, my question is there anyone here other than me that remembers when Mike was taking the ball to the hoop at Holbrook High School? I know Coach Vince does. Okay. Well, all of us in this room know of the accomplishments of Mike as a coach. It's history, what he has done. He's had an amazing, amazing career. All the success that he has had certainly has been well documented, and we all know about it. And that's important, and I certainly don't want to overlook that. But to me, as I have the pleasure of introducing it to you this afternoon, is his love for basketball. And so it is a great honor for me to present to you now a coach that loves the game of basketball, the coach of the Phoenix Suns, Mike Budenholzer. Mike, come on out here and Shazam for you, my friend. Thank you, Mike.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today's a good day. Today I have the pleasure of introducing the next head coach of the Phoenix Suns, Mike Budenholzer. And Mike's credentials, his history, his accomplishments are well documented. He's a two-time NBA Coach of the Year, been recognized by his peers twice as Coach of the Year. He's won over 60% of his games as a head coach. One of the elite coaches. Very few have the opportunity to do it and do it as well as he has. He's won a championship. He's coached a lot of great players, but more importantly, he's a competitor. And everywhere you go, everyone you speak to, from his childhood, youth in Holbrook to San Antonio, if you're looking in Milwaukee, Atlanta, the players, the coaches, the executives, everyone who knows Mike Budenholzer knows at the end of the day, you find an ultimate competitor. And we're here to compete for championships. And I believe with Mike at the front, we'll continue to do that, which is compete for championships. And so I hope you are as excited as I am to welcome the next head coach of the Phoenix Suns, Mike Budenholzer.
Thank you, James, and thank you, Al McCoy. Wow. So I want to start with a few thank yous for myself, starting with my kids. They can't be here today, but Will, Libby, Hannah, and John. So proud of them, so thankful for them. We got 2 graduations happening this week in our family, so it's a big week, busy week for our family. My partner, Lisa, here today, been a game changer in my life. My dad, Vince Budenholzer, 94 years old, sitting in the front row. We call him the original Coach Bud. So 71 state championship with my brother, Jim. I'm still chasing that. I'll trade an NBA championship for my dad's high school state championship. So I love you, Dad. It's an amazing day for me. You know, my siblings, Jim, my brother Jim's here, Teresa and Jim Keeley, they're here in the Valley. The love and support I'm gonna get from them is amazing. Friends from Holbrook, it's just crazy and amazing to have them here. I wonder just quickly, the ownership in Milwaukee and Atlanta, they trusted me. They've helped me grow while I've been with them. I'm appreciative of them. And the players in both Milwaukee and Atlanta, they're special, they're talented, and they allowed me to coach them. You know, all these people have put me in a position, I'm grateful for my past, but they've put me in a position to be the head coach of the Phoenix Suns. and my future, wow, how excited. It's crazy. It's freaking exciting. And so as I look to the future, I want to start with a thank you to Matt Ishbia, the owner of the Phoenix Suns. His passion and commitment for winning, his passion and commitment to the players, to the organization, to the city, has been off the charts. He has been beyond impressive. He's a big reason why I wanted this job, why I've targeted it, come after it. I just couldn't be more excited about working with Matt and more appreciative of him putting me in this position. James and Josh, to align with them and to partner with them. What James has done, putting together rosters that have played and competed for championships in our recent history, and the roster we have today. James has put that together. Josh's vision and energy and execution the last week is high level. Like, to work with these two guys, it's just exciting for me. And that's when you think about jobs and you figure out what you want to do. You want to align ownership, front office, and coaching. And I feel like we have an opportunity to do that here at a high level. And that's what it takes to win. So I'm incredibly appreciative of that, all those people. And I'm beyond excited about coaching the Phoenix Suns, coaching this roster, coaching these players. We feel like, you know, as a coach and as management and players, you want to have a chance to compete for championships. And that's what we have here in Phoenix. That's what I'm excited about, is competing for championships. And no doubt it starts with our roster. It starts with Devin and Kevin and Brad, but all throughout the roster, we've got to build a team that's built with competitors, with people with high character, with unselfishness. And you go to Nurk and Grayson and all the way through the roster, we feel like we can compete for championships here in Phoenix, and that's what I'm excited about. So, you know, the type of team we want to be, you know, it's what James said. At the end of the day, we want to be competitors. We want to compete. That is our calling card. You know, we want to be a team that plays unselfish. We want to be a team that stays together. And lastly, we want to be a team and players individually that are getting better every day. If we focus on what we're doing each day, that's what's going to give us our best chance to realize our potential to be a championship level team. You know, I'm sure I'll get questions, but at the end of the day, if our focus is on what we're doing every day, that's what matters most. Talking about championships, it's kind of meaningless. At the end of the day, talk is cheap. What you do every day is powerful. And so, you know, as I talk to our players, I talk to our ownership, our front office, everybody, you know, what are we doing every day to be our best? And that's what's going to give us our best chance to win championships in Phoenix. So I could not be more excited. It's like mind-boggling to me, mind-blowing to think that I'm going to be the head coach of the Phoenix Suns. So I'm looking forward to questions and the future here in Phoenix.
We can open for questions. Please remember, ask for the mic, raise your hand, state your name and affiliate. Gerald, we'll start with you.
Hey Coach, welcome to the Valley. Gerald Bourget, PHNX Sports.
Thank you.
As someone who grew up in Holbrook, listening to Al McCoy as a kid, idolizing the Suns, what does this moment mean for you to be the head coach of the Phoenix Suns?
Yeah, I didn't know Al McCoy was going to be here today, so I'm going to circle back to Al McCoy and maybe do some names and history. But I think the biggest message I want you to hear, and like, I would coach this team if it was on the moon. I would coach this team if it was in Alaska. If these players were in Denmark, these owners and front office, I would go anywhere to coach this team. That's the most important thing for me. I'm excited about the roster. I'm excited about everything. So at the same time, yeah, it's amazing. I don't know what the word is, surreal or wild, and to have Al kind of introduce me and to think about, you know, Alvin Adams at the elbows, AA, and Sweet D, and Paul Westphal, my dad taking me in the backyard and teaching me Paul Westphal reverse pivot into a pump fake to a step through. I mean, I could go on. I'm probably in the wrong room to do Suns trivia, but in other states in the country, I'd probably do okay. So yeah, I'm beyond excited about this opportunity, but it's mostly about the players, it's about the organization, it's about the team, and I can't wait to get to work.
Hey, Mike, David Brandt from the Associated Press. You talked about your partnership with James and Josh and everything. A lot has been made about this team's roster construction and how it's going to build going forward. And I wondered, how much say do you have in it? How much was that in the talks, when you were doing the job of how much say do you have in building this roster?
Yeah, I mean, the week that we spend together, or maybe it's a few days less, it's been just great. I think as they interviewed me and we talked about the team and we talked about the possibility of being the head coach, James and Josh and Matt, I genuinely felt they wanted my thoughts. They cared about, how I felt about the team. It's all of our decisions, and so I'm just happy to have like a seat at the table, to feel like my voice will be heard. And the same, I need to listen and learn about the team. James has put together a hell of a team. Josh and Matt, what they think, and together collaboratively make great decisions. The more smart people we get at the table, the more we listen to each other, the more we learn from each other. That's how we're going to continue to build an even better team, better roster.
Hey, Coach. Dwayne Rankin, Arizona Republic. Congratulations on the job. Can you first pronounce your last name so we can get that cleared up?
Oh, this is tough with my dad in the room. It's a long story, but I say Budenholzer, and if anybody says Budenholzer, that's fine also. And I'm probably gonna get in trouble when I go home. So it's too complicated. Let's go to your real question.
Thank you, sir. Obviously, you'll be the third coach in 3 seasons for this team. So how are you approaching that, knowing you obviously know the expectations, and guys have been let go that have been proven just as yourself. So what's your mindset going into a situation like this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited about, working with this roster and these players. We have great players, and with great players come great expectations. And I think to embrace that and understand, how important it is what we're doing every day. A lot of the stuff in my opening, how are we getting better every day? And I think that's what's going to put us in position to realize our potential. And that's, really how I've been raised. That's, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, to focus on what we're doing every day. And I would say, over the last however many years, to embrace the expectations, embrace the pressure of being an elite team, of having great players and great expectations. And, our guys have been doing that. And, hopefully together, we can find a good rhythm and a good place to work and understand what's expected of us, to hold each other to high standards, hold each other accountable. We all have to do that, and it starts with me, and I'm excited about doing it.
Coach, Richard Sines, Fox 10. Welcome.